Hey y'all, it's Ebony and welcome to Fashion. Happy New Year! I hope y'all have enjoyed the holiday season. It has been particularly busy for my husband and I. So I'm glad to finally start getting into my rest bag a little bit. And I took a little bit of a break just because it's been overwhelming with outside work plus social media work. And so I do feel rested enough to get back into my social media work. But yeah, y'all, it's the driving around town for me. And I didn't realize it last year because we were staying with our parents, but this year Hubs and I are in our own place and both of our families are spread out. And so it actually felt additionally overwhelming driving all around Houston this holiday break because of that. You know, the years prior, we lived on our own outside of Texas. So there was no ripping and running. It's literally we're chilling at the house. We cooking up a meal. Maybe we'll have somebody or some people over, but other than that, everything was pretty chill. It is always great to be with family and friends, but when I say we needed a break from the holiday break, we needed a break from the holiday break. But now we are in the new year, and I know the girls were putting out videos about things we're leaving behind in 2022 or, intentions for this year and such. This is kind of my version of that, but I guess it's a little different. I don't know. I don't know if someone's ever done it. I have not done the research, but this is kind of like my take on that. So we're going to be talking about the things I will and will not take into 2023. Now, before I get into my list, you've been here and you know me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell button to know when my videos drop. All right, let's start off positively. One of the things I will be taking with me into 2023, and I already have, is black eyed peas. The tradition in my household is putting 6 black eyed peas in your wallet for good prosperity for the year, as well as keeping some money in your pocket. I know people look at the girls sideways about superstitions, but what I will tell you is I've been doing this for pretty much all of my life. And at the end of each year, I'm not broke. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. And even the years that we were broke per se, money would just pop up out of nowhere at the very last second, like right before the new year. Whether it be, new gigs or additional gigs that we weren't anticipating on, finding money in my wallet randomly that has quite possibly been there all year and I just completely forgot about it. Whether it's $5 or $500, at the end of each year, there is some money in my pocket, and that is thanks to black eyed peas. Something that I won't be taking into 2023, and I haven't been taking for some years now, is a New Year's resolution. I know the girls love them a New Year's resolution. I think for some people psychologically it makes them feel like they're starting over. But New Year's resolutions for me feel like a lot of pressure. As you get older, the years start to feel like they're flying by, but they never fly by fast enough to get through a whole year of your New Year's resolution. So I cut out the middleman and I just don't make one. I don't like disappointing myself. I don't like setting, unnecessary or unattainable goals. I like to, keep it reasonable, keep it manageable, keep it within reach. I don't like to create disappointment. I know some people look at it as, going up to the task, reaching new heights, blah, 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 but not me. To me, it feels like setting yourself up for disappointment at the very start of the year. It's very much so easier for me to start a goal whenever I have prepared for said goal and I'm ready to start it, rather than making kind of an arbitrary date where everything starts from scratch and me feeling like I have to uphold that with no fallback or no fall off until pretty much the rest of my life. The next thing I will be taking with me is the word no. Over the past year or so, I have been working on saying no. It doesn't have to be explicitly, like just straight up no, but learning how to gracefully and sometimes professionally straight up say no. I unfortunately have the people pleaser gene, which means I typically overextend myself mentally, physically, whatever. And I don't feel like doing that anymore because when I do that, I tend to get resentful at the circumstances that I'm overextending myself for or people that I'm overextending myself for. And I don't want to do that. It's a negative feeling, it's not productive. And yeah, I wouldn't have to feel resentful if I just, be an adult and say no when I need to say no. It's very difficult because I always have a sense of guilt when I say no, even at the things that I know is a hard no. But I'm working on it and I feel like it's a healthy way to kind of maneuver in life. And yeah, that's something I'm going to be doing more often. The next thing that I will not be taking with me is no. Now, the no that I'm not taking with me is the accepting of no. So, and this is for professional reasons, right? I want to go out for everything that is at my disposal or in my reach. And I will continue to shoot my shot, and I'm going to do that more vigorously this year. And hoping that I see some fruits of my labor because last year I was shooting my shot a lot and things came to me. And so I'm ready to go to the next level, I think. And I can't do that if I'm always accepting rejection. Like, I can accept it, like healthily. But there are times where you have to push through and be like, girl, I know you said not right now, but I'm gonna follow back next month or follow back in 2 months or the next season, whatever. I'm gonna do that more instead of letting things fizzle out over long periods of time, and taking the hint. Because, yeah, I want to do more, especially in the social media space. I want to connect more. And yeah, that's why I am not taking no with me as well in 2023. Next thing I am taking with me in 2023 is music. Since the shutdown, music has been kind of up and down for me personally, just not understanding how the industry was going to go in the classical realm or even musical theater, live music in general, how that was going to work. Then once I got the ball rolling shortly after that, I got met with kind of like a devastating blow to a tour that I was preparing. So, yeah, I think after a year of not really singing and taking that break, I am ready to go back and train again and get into my tour once again. I had originally made 9 programs for a 9-month tour before moving back to Texas. And I thought I was going to jump right into that, but Chris made me realize it's probably best to go in quarterly with a concert for this tour just to get our feet back in the door, connect with our old connections again, and see where it goes. The next thing I won't take with me in 2023 is imposter syndrome. Anytime I start something new or take a break from something and get back into it, I quite often feel like I don't know what I'm doing or I'm not skilled enough or trained enough or educated enough. And a lot of people like making you feel that way too on the outside. This time around, I'm just really not going to entertain that type of thought within myself or anyone outside of me. I am a trained opera singer. I am a professional opera singer. And so regardless if I've taken a break or not, that's still what I am. So I'm going to be training again to feel more confident in that. But yeah, I'm going to leave that behind as well as my social media work. I've put a lot of work and a lot of content out over the last 2 years that I've been doing this. And I don't want to continue to accept offers that don't recognize and respect the type of work that I do and the type of output that I have. Everything can get better, obviously. It's not like I'm the top influencer or creator of the world, but I have steadily increased in my production and in the way that I create my content, and even a lot of my scripting. Truth be told, I say scripting, but I really don't script anything. Like, a lot of this is like coming straight off the dome. But luckily, like for YouTube and stuff like that, I can edit when I say something crazy. So yeah, I have been working on what I say right off the bat rather than writing it down. I think writing it down for me, I get distracted. And so just saying authentically what I want to say right out works best for me. But yeah, imposter syndrome is getting left, okay? It's not coming with me in 2023. Another thing that is coming with me in 2023 is therapy. I promise you, it doesn't matter if I start December 31st of 2023, I will be back in therapy. Over the time that I was in therapy for months, I noticed that I thrive in therapy. I thrive in that structure, meeting someone weekly or every 2 weeks, and not only getting stuff off of my chest and kind of like really interrogating things, but also like creating new, healthier habits that impact me wholeheartedly. Way back when I was in the middle of therapy and I put out a video about, I think like the top life things that have changed my life or whatever, I can't remember. Or top self-care things that have changed my life. Therapy was one of those things on that list because when I tell you I was going to sleep, I was eating on a regular schedule for the most part. I was scheduling better. I was writing more. Like, I was getting more accomplished because I had someone taking me to task every week to make sure I was getting things accomplished. I had someone investing in me, and that overall made me invest in me. So it's likely going to be telehealth, but that doesn't matter. I'm getting back into therapy and hopefully back to the institution I was working with before. The next thing I won't be taking with me is being uninsured. Just like therapy, I don't care if it's the 31st of December of 2023, I will be fully insured. I'm technically insured in all aspects but health insurance. So yeah, I need to get health insurance as soon as possible. That makes sense, America. So I will continue to research that, especially in the next coming days, to try to get insured so I'm not paying $1 billion a month by myself. And yeah, so I can start getting checkups again and things like that. And I'm going to end it on a positive note and say the last thing that I am taking with me in 2023 is connections. As an introvert, I love being home. I love being in my space. I enjoy my own company. Yeah, that's really great, but that doesn't help me get to where I want to be. I also find that I do enjoy social like interaction with other folks and things like that, as long as it's very controlled, like timing is controlled and this and that. So yeah, I'm gonna be going out more. I'm gonna be connecting with people more, especially people that I want to be connected with. I will not be forcing myself to connect with people I don't want to be connected with. But I will be making an effort to connect with folks that I genuinely enjoy or connect with, or have a genuine connection with. And I will do that with business as well. I don't want to feel pressured in connecting with brands that I don't necessarily align with for whatever reason. I'll try my best. Now, I can't really promise anything because I'm so small. I'm going to need bigger brands and things like that to kind of elevate, but I will try my best not to just connect with brands and individuals just for what they can do for me, because being a small influencer, you feel like you have to connect or deal with any and everything just to get your name out there. And coming from a classical background or an entertainer background, you get that same feeling. But being in both of those fields, as long as I have, especially the entertainment field, I realized that if it's not really authentic to you, then those connections are not going to build anyway. So I'm just not going to waste my time. But yeah, that's all, y'all. That is everything I'm taking with me and everything I am leaving behind in 2023. I hope it resonated with you, or I hope you just were entertained about anything I was talking about. Have a wonderful new year. I hope and wish you guys great prosperity, great luck, great money. And as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video to people you think might be interested. Follow me on my social media so we can be friends. And I'll see you next time. Bye.